stop swiping left on all these dating sites. And you might think that I'm going to go into specific dating sites. No, all of them. All of them. Why? Because you're wasting your damn time. That's literally why. You are wasting your time. In this video, in this teaching, I'm going to get into why and what to do instead. So, why are you wasting your time? It's not because there's no good men out there. It's not because there's no good women out there. That's not why. You're wasting your time because, and this is literally what I teach all my private clients, you're wasting your time because I always say, if you want to find the one, you have to first be the one yourself. So, the very best thing you can do if you want to start to attract your ideal partner, your most hottest, healthiest, happiest romantic relationship, is start to become the one for them. It's actually for you. So what do I mean by that? All right. What the hell are you talking about, Melanie? It's probably what some of you are thinking. I already do inner work. I read books. I go to Tony Robbins events. I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast, what have you. I do personal development work. This is next level, what I'm going to share with you, okay? That can all be slightly effective in the beginning, but it does not create long-term results because it kind of glances over and doesn't actually get to the real reason, if you could say, the root cause. So something that I discovered early on in my own, you could say, unlearning or healing journey. It's been like over 7 years now. I started getting into, I started working on me and doing different things to help heal because I felt broken, because I had a past full of toxic, unhealthy relationships. And within that, what I came to discover on the other end of that, on the other end of going from toxic men to kings, manly, masculine, God-loving men, was that and this is almost always the case, okay? So this is about you, even though I'm talking about me and a part in a story in my life so that you can relate it to yourself. I had unhealthy relationships, toxic relationships, attracting partners who would talk down to me, attracting partners who I felt I had to wear masks and had to become what they would find to be valuable or worthy so that I would be loved. I would be a chameleon and wear different masks, different personas. Again, I would dress a certain way. I would be a certain way. But the thing that was interesting was that none of it was me. It was all a facade. And it was all because I had this deep wound, you could say, of just wanting to be loved, although within I hated myself. With I had, I call it the shit talker, the inner critic, the voice in your head that tells you all the things that's wrong with you in essence. I I like to say that mine pretty stellar at doing her job. Like there would be nothing that you could have ever said to me back then that I didn't already say to myself. Like the worst inner critic, the biggest shit talker. All the ways I suck, all the ways I'm unlovable, all the ways I'm not good enough, all the ways I should just settle. Okay? What I discovered, the biggest key factor that shifted everything and that I share with all of my clients is the relationship with myself is what had to change. That I had a shitty, toxic relationship with me. Well, okay, well, what does that look like, Melanie? You might be thinking, what are you talking about? You had a bad relationship with yourself. What is your inner talk? How do you speak to yourself? Do you even notice how you talk to yourself? Have you ever spent any amount of time introspecting what is this inner dialogue that you allow space in your mind? And how does it talk to you? How do you talk to yourself when nobody's around or when people are around? Inside and out. As you're speaking, what are you saying to yourself? Oh my God, I'm such a loser. I can't believe I did that. What an idiot. I should have known better. Do you say things like that to yourself? I know I used to. You are so stupid. What were you thinking dating that guy? You knew he was going to treat you badly. You knew he was going to cheat on you. You knew all these things, right? Is this how you talk to yourself? If it is, again, don't give yourself too much crap. If it is, you don't have a healthy, loving, good relationship with yourself. And that's really the only thing that needs to change. All the other love, dating, relationship advice out there, if this one thing doesn't shift, it doesn't matter how you dress, it doesn't matter how feminine you are, or how feminine you look, what you wear, if you go to Burning Man, you do this ayahuasca ceremonies. I'm not talking shit, but I'm kind of talking shit, okay? You do all the things outwardly that look like, look at me, look at me, look at me, I've changed. But inside, you're still telling yourself you suck. Inside, you're still tearing yourself down. Inside, if you are speaking anything that is not of a loving speech, loving nature, kindness, love, caring, compassion, your own greatest cheerleader, if you're not doing that consistently, your relationship with yourself has to change. And again, why? Because how we feel within our thoughts, our perceptions, our beliefs, our attitudes of mind, and also the image that we hold of ourselves, all of that within, how do I say this? It reflects without. So the inner world matches the outer world. The outer world is a mere manifestation or reflection or mirror of your inner world. So if you are seeing a certain pattern, and this is normally how it starts to be like, click, oh shit, right? I'm the problem, I'm the common denominator here. That is that was the aha moment for myself when I realized after two divorces, two marriages, two divorces, what is wrong with you, Melanie? That was the light bulb, hold on, come to Jesus epiphany moment of, hold on, I'm the common denominator here. Sure, I can blame him and I can blame him and he did this and they did this and all this blame, but blame is victimhood. And I will tell you, blame and victimhood gets you nowhere. There's no power in pointing your finger at someone else. All the power is going right here, right here. Me, I did it. I chose them, right? I was the common denominator. What is going on inside of this, inside of my thoughts, my perceptions, my beliefs, my attitudes of mind? What's going on in here that I choose and marry? Not just date, I married and had children with one of them. I choose these men as my husbands, these men who mistreated me, which, by the way, that's all I could attract because it was a reflection, as I just said, of the relationship that I had with myself. I attracted great men too, but guess what? Maybe you've been there. I ruined it. What they call self-sabotage. Yeah, I did that. Self-sabotage is just self-protection because my nervous system was so used to dysfunction that when a good man came along, whew, what the hell is this? This is like a unicorn. Too good to be true. Nope, don't trust this. Let me ruin it before he realizes that I'm not that great. And then he dumps me. Self-sabotage in a nutshell. Maybe you've been there too. So, what do you do to change it? First, start to notice, how do you talk to yourself? Maybe you've never even examined your own mind. How do you talk to yourself? Start to do that. That's the very first thing I want you to do. I want you to grab a pen and paper, a journal, if you will, a notebook, or even put it on the keyboard on your Google Docs or what. I don't care what you do with it. Just start to do this, okay? Start to notice. Just do it for a day. Make it easy on yourself. Make it easy. Notice without condemning, okay? You've already been in that pattern. You want to start to change that pattern. Start to notice, what are my innermost thoughts? What do I think about consistently? And maybe you want to start to look at it like hour by hour instead of day. Whatever you can think that you can remember, okay? What are my dominant thoughts? What do I think about consistently? Am I thinking, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop? I'm expecting the worst. I don't trust this person. Am I in those kind of thoughts? Or am I more optimistic? And again, you don't bullshit yourself, is basically what I don't want you to do. Do not bullshit yourself, okay? You want to be honest with yourself. The dog wants to say hello. You want to be honest with yourself, okay? And so then start to notice that, right? Start to notice. And what you want to do with that also is, when you notice that you're having let's just call it a negative thought, a thought that doesn't feel good, okay? A negative thought. When you were noticing that you have a negative thought, because awareness is everything, and if you don't bring your awareness to it, then you can't change. If you're not aware of something, you can't change it because it doesn't actually exist to you until it becomes part of your awareness, right? This will help it become part of your awareness. So when a negative thought comes, notice. Don't make yourself bad or wrong. Don't judge yourself. Just merely notice it with innocence. I have this thought, or I could choose another thought. I could choose a more empowering thought. I can choose another more positive thought. And again, this is not blowing smoke up your own ass. That's not really what I'm trying to say. This is noticing, where are your habits of mind? What are your patterns of thought? Because until you become aware of it and then start to change it, true change outside of you, in other words, the kind of partners that you attract, so you no longer have to be swiping all over these dating sites. You actually are the magnet, which, by the way, you are anyway. You're just a magnet to maybe some of the things that you don't want, okay? So notice what your thoughts, and start to gently, innocently, non-judgy, don't judge yourself, not judgmentally, shift that. Okay, what would be a more empowering thought? And often just choose its opposite. That's normally the easiest thing, so you don't have to think too much. Okay, next, what is the image that you hold of yourself? What do you believe about you? What do you truly think about you? What are the boxes, if you will, that you've put yourself in? What characteristics What do you like about yourself? What don't you like about yourself? I want you to also bring pen to paper and ask those questions. 2 questions. What do I like about myself? Actually, 3 questions, okay? What do I like about myself? What don't I like about myself? And I'll just share something with you all right now. The very first time I ever did this exercise, and I still do these exercises to create new images, because you can always create another next level version of you, okay? And I have all my clients do these exercises too. The very first time I ever did this exercise, the part where I said, I asked you to ask yourself, what do I like about myself? I kid you not, I stared at that sheet of paper and contemplated for at least 10 minutes before I could come up with one thing I liked about myself. How fucked up is that? And that was the, oh my God. It took me that long to come up with one thing I like about myself. And let me tell you this, when the question was, what don't you like about yourself? Hold on. Let me tell you all the things I do not like about me, right? That was a radical realization. So you might even come to that revelation or realization within yourself. That was like, oh, wow, 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 wow. I didn't even know about self-image at the time. And wow, I clearly have a really shitty, negative self-image, hence attracting toxic partners. Duh. This is how it works, okay? So I just said duh. That's freaking hilarious. Um, so it was that revelation of, wow, it took me 10 minutes to come up with one thing, one measly little thing that I like about me. And it took me no time, probably did it in milliseconds, to write down all the things I don't like about me. Wow. Right? So, the next thing. So, I want you to do this for yourself, okay? And then I want you to write out a new image of yourself. What are some characteristics that you want to cultivate, that you enjoy, that you resonate with? What I did in the past was my mentor, Bob Proctor, told me to choose one person who I liked certain things about them. For me, one person didn't do it, so I chose 3 people. I chose my stepmom because she's a badass and she is cool and she dresses beautifully and she is generous and kind, but she's also takes no shit. She's a very powerful, wonderful woman. I chose Melania Trump because she speaks multiple languages. She's beautiful, she's elegant, she's eloquent, and she's very well put together. And I chose Sage Robbins, who is Tony Robbins' wife, because I liked her spiritually. She was very connected to her own spirituality, which we're all spiritual beings, but at the time, I didn't quite know that. Um, she is very much had a beautiful relationship, still has a beautiful relationship with her husband, Tony. They were gorgeous role models for what a healthy relationship looks like. But actually, now I'm thinking about it, so is my dad and my stepmom. But more back to Sage, because it really was Tony. The spirituality, her energy, she's just very soft, very feminine, and I loved the wisdom that she brought around energy and spirituality. So I took the characteristics from the 3 that resonated with me, specific things, some things that I had mentioned, and then I wrote out a script. I wrote out a 1-page, like literally 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper of a new image, a better image, a more advanced image, because you can only replace with new. You can't You can't erase your image. And why do all of this? Well, first, let me finish this and then tell you what to do, and then why, okay? And then you write a page in the day of your life. Who are you? Write it in present tense. I am that. I am this. Not I will be, not that I'm not one day, because now is the only time that exists. If you say one day or I hope to, that time will never come. So now, 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 I am, I have. Present tense speech, present tense writing, okay? And what are you doing? Who are you? What are you wearing? Engage your five senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you taste? What do you touch? What do you smell? Who are you with? Set the stage in your imagination as you're writing it, and imagine it's a day in the life of the script that is the movie that is you, that you are the star of, that is your life. Sure, you can include other people, like the love of your life, the one that you want, but don't make it about them so much. You're the main focus of this, okay? And then you act like this person. If I were this person, day to day, in your daily tasks, your daily ordinary life, if I were this person, what would I do? How would I show up? How would I dress? How would I present at this meeting? How would I show up for my clients? How would I be in traffic? How would I be at the grocery store? How would I talk to myself? How would I talk to others? Play it out and act it out. When you start to do this, what happens is it goes from over time, okay, repetition, consistency, key. Over time, the repetition, the consistency becomes the embodiment within your subconscious, within your nervous system. So one day, eventually, it goes from something that you do, something that you take action to do, because you have to implement this in your life if it's going to work. Watching this video will do nothing for you, except for, oh yeah, that's a good idea, and then whoosh, it's gone. So if you really want change, implement what I'm saying to you into your daily life, into your daily habits, and you will start to see with your own eyes how things start to change. So eventually it becomes, again, something that you do to who you are. You will find yourself pretty quickly if you take this seriously, not too seriously, have fun, okay? Um, Definitely have fun. Fun has to be part of it. It's part of your to-do list. It's not so fun. And then you probably won't have results that fast. So what will happen is you will read it one day. You will read it one day, and this happened for me. This happens for all my clients. You will read it one day and think to yourself, holy shit, I'm her. Holy shit, I'm him. It's me. I am this. Because the image that you hold of yourself right now, the image that is attracting a certain kind of partner, certain patterns, certain traits. I said, you date the same person in a different body until you do the work to change the part of you that attracted the person to begin with. You will start to see that that pattern starts to shift, because it's never been them, it's been you. You. The power has always been yours. You just didn't know. Well, how could you? Because we live in a society that says it's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault, it's my mom's fault, it's my ex's fault, it's the president's fault, it's society's fault, it's the feminist's fault, it's the patriarch's fault. This does nothing for you. This is so disempowering. And it's actually not true. Only you, your inner world, reflects to you in your outer world. So if your current image is not bringing you the kind of dates, the kind of relationships, the kind of men, the kind of women that light you up, that turn you on, that get you excited, that turn into hot, happy, healthy relationships, then your image, your inner talk also has to change. So take what I said, rewatch this, share it, save it, do whatever you have to keep coming back here, and then practice daily. You can't, this is not one and done, okay? It's just like anything. You don't get a hot body by going to the gym one time and having one healthy meal, okay? We all know this. Repetition creates mastery. Repeat this exercise again and again and again, and then come back here and comment and let me know what you got, what you didn't got. Do you want any more guidance? Because I come on here and I will answer all of you in real time, okay? I care that you get results. That's why I'm here. I'm here for no other reason. I love you. I care that you get results. I care that you get into hot, happy, healthy relationships because everyone deserves it. Everyone deserves it. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be treated great. You deserve a beautiful connection with your beloved. So practice these things. Let me know how it works. And until next time, have a beautiful week.